Hi friends, Zoe here. Today I want to talk to you about what to do when people aren't very nice to you, when they're mean with their words or their actions, and how you can not take it personally and move on from it, hopefully faster than you could have even imagined. So let's get started. So this past week, I faced a lot of negativity from someone, and I was expressing it to my parents, and I said, you know, like sometimes it's really hard, especially being on YouTube when you're subjecting yourself to all the judgment and negativity from people all the time. Like all the time, anyone can judge me if they want and take the time to leave a negative comment. And sometimes, to be honest, it does wear me down, but I'm human. I understand, it's okay. Whether it's on an online world or whether it's in real life, we're always gonna have to deal with the negativity and the ugliness of others. One thing that I wanted to share with you is a little story that my stepmom had sent to me, and I did post it on my Instagram, and I got some really positive feedback from you guys. So that's why I wanted to share it on here onto a larger scale, because I think if it could help me as much as it did, there's many more of you that it can help as well. According to an ancient story, a man once approached Buddha and began calling him ugly names. Buddha listened quietly until the man ran out of insults and had to pause for breath. If you offer something to a person and that person refuses it, to whom does it belong? Asked Buddha. It belongs, I suppose, to the one who offered it, the man said. Then Buddha said, the abuse and vile names you offer me, I refuse to accept. And the man turned and walked away. So with this, I want to remind you guys that any ugliness that someone expresses you, any type of actions or negative words, that person is obviously harboring some really ugly, dark emotions, and they just feel that they need to express it onto someone else because they don't know how to handle it themselves. And we can probably recognize this in areas of our life too. So for example, if we're feeling stressed out and someone's bugging you to get something done, all of a sudden it seems like the last thing in the world you want to do, you kind of have this moment where you're lashing out, whether or not you express it or not. In your mind, you're just like, oh my God, I can't. like right now, I can't. And this is what happens when in turn somebody expresses a negative emotions towards you, is that they are so bottled up inside that they can't take it anymore. And exactly how the story goes, as Buddha said, your abuse and your vile words, I'm not going to take them. So if somebody treats you with negativity, disrespect, is using abusive language or words, just know that that's their ugliness. And if you choose not to accept it, if you choose not to respond, if you choose to walk away to take the higher path, they're still going to be having to deal with their own emotions, as they should. We should all learn to face our emotions head on if we don't want to deal with them anymore. Like for example, if we're feeling anger or grief, if we can choose to face these emotions head on through meditation, just acknowledging in our minds and trying to find the connections between why am I feeling this way, we in turn heal ourselves. So just know that if somebody's treating you with disrespect like that, imagine the toxicity that's dwelling within them. You don't want that ugliness to touch you, because you are on a self-improvement journey, which is why you're probably on this channel right now, is that you want to become your better self each and every day. You want to feel content in the body that you're in, and you want to feel positive each day, like you have control over your own experiences because you feel centered and connected inside. So the next time somebody offers you something negative, I encourage you to just walk away. Take the higher path, ignore it, delete a negative comment. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve anyone else's ugliness to touch you. And I thought back when I read this, as like the Grinch, when he says, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. You don't want those bad vibes near you, and you wouldn't want to touch them even with a 10-foot pole. So just don't allow them into your existence. Think back to the story. Like if you want to, I'm sure it's online and you can screen grab it and you can make it your wallpaper on your phone if you're dealing with a negative person at work for the next week or two. Keep revisiting it and just notice that other people's ugliness doesn't belong to you, that you're on the path of self-improvement, you're on a path of love and light, and it has no space in your life, it has no truth in your life, because you know who you are, and you know that none of that matters. It's their problems, not yours. Anyways guys, I hope that this video helped you, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.